This is the big fucking showstopper right here. It 2017
made the big money at the box office.
This is what everybody's talking about.
People are like, horror's back.
This is where people go, actually, it was never a film to begin with. It was a mini-series.
The book was better.
Are we going to get into which was better? Remake?
No, we're going to talk 2017.
Yeah.
We're not going to compare it to the old one?
No.
There's no reason to. Everybody does that. We did it on our group. Thanks for joining our group, by the way, everybody. Anybody who joined our group?
Over 260 members now.
Yeah, just keep adding
Jesus, just
people.
popped up 260 of yous.
Just keep adding people, man. That's how we keep this thing rolling along.
260 members, and we got about maybe 20 people that talk.
Yeah, let's keep
let's keep the numbers going.
Let's keep these shout-outs going for James Ray.
James Ray.
James Ray.
James, we appreciate you. You talk.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody that has been commenting and whatnot.
Talking about the Mutilator today.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
let's keep it going.
I like to talk about movies.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Let's
Good
talk
guy.
about it.
Good guy, James. And on the closed group, or on not the closed group, on the group page, if you want to talk about it compared to the remake, or the remake compared to the original, go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah. Talk about it.
Kind of did already, but
we can talk about it
paying
forever.
attention.
Anyway, 2017 rated R, 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Longin'.
Frank, who wrote this movie?
Well, let's do the summary first. If you wanna do the summary,
I can do a summary, whatever.
In the summer of 1989, a group of bullied kids band together to destroy a shape-shifting monster which disguises itself as a clown and preys on the children of Derry, their small Maine town. Directed by Andy Muschietti. Right?
Sure.
Written by Chase Palmer, Kerry Joji Fukunaga.
It's something like that. Fukunaga.
And Gary Dauberman.
Yep. Yeah, and Gary did the Annabelle movies.
Based on the novel by Stephen King, of course. Pennywise is played by Bill Skarsgård.
And, of course, this is another Warner Brothers Pictures with a tagline, "You'll float too."
You'll float. Well, they all float.
Was that the first tagline?
I don't know. So, was there a tagline?
Original?
It was a mini-series, of course.
So there probably wasn't a tagline.
I have the parents' guide for all the violence and gore if you want me to go through all that for the movie.
No.
Does that ruin it?
If you're concerned, go on IMDb and check it out.
Just check it out. They had a pretty large budget for this movie, $35 million. Holy shit! Do you know how much?
$1 million.
Do you want to know how much it made on opening weekend?
How much? A bunch more than that.
123,403,419.
Hammered it.
That's just good business.
Yeah,
hammered it.
I had a really fun time watching this. Honestly, I know a lot of people probably expected me to like trash it or whatever.
I was. Maybe I don't.
I expect a lot of people to trash it, and really, that it hasn't been that way.
There is like an exceptional amount of CGI. But I enjoyed it the same amount I would. I'm just glad they're keeping the idea going. I would like to see a continuation, after this story is told, after the next movie, maybe a little bit more of Pennywise and whatever. Maybe they don't kill him. Maybe keep it going. That sounds good to me. But
past where the book ends.
Yeah, like a new one. Like maybe get Stephen King writing that instead of all these weird shits that he
I don't see that happening, but I do see a lot more. Well, you do now. You see a lot more Stephen King adaptations. Like he's just
popular again.
So many movies. A lot of the Netflix originals too. They're just bumping those out.
Yeah. I felt like this was watching like a cartoon variation of the story, kind of, because the CGI a lot of times does look really animated, Looney Tunes. The way Pennywise runs at people is like a cartoon. Yeah,
let me just get this out of the way right now, because the only thing that I can really fault about this movie is the character from the painting. Like, I just thought that looked awful. I think it stuck out. I don't think it fit the movie.
It looked good when it was eating that kid's face.
But it's supposed to look like a painting, though.
But that's fine. The character that they generated looks bad.
Gotcha.
It stuck out. It didn't. I didn't have a problem with any of the other forms that he takes, but that one didn't look good.
Aside from the scene where the kid breaks his arm. I thought the violence was fairly tame in this. I would let my kids watch it, honestly. I did go through all of the scary scenes.
Woo!
Listen, I did go through all the scary scenes with my sons, and they fucking loved it, man. They weren't afraid at all. And because they're all on YouTube, all of the terrifying scenes. They knew that, but they watch all the makeup shows and stuff.
I guess
they know how it's done. They watch the behind the scenes
too. So.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter was not watching this, but my sons,
I would not let my 2-year-old watch this.
My sons were watching it, but they fully understand the makeup. They watch how to do that shit. So, Bill Skarsgård did a great job. His eyes look fucking wonky sometimes. He looks kind of derpy at points, but I think that was on purpose.
That's the one I disagree with.
You don't think he did a good job?
No.
That's where
I thought he was good too. It was a fresh take on Pennywise. I thought he did great.
The movie, it turned out to be exactly what I thought. I didn't expect to go in hating it, and I didn't. It's a solid horror movie. Overly scary clowns defeat the purpose of making it a clown to me. I don't know. It's like skulls with mean faces.
It's like a hat on a hat.
Like if you're a clown and you're going to kill some people, especially kids, you're dressed like a clown to like lure the kids in. So when you have like the exaggeratedly scary clown, I'm immediately like the Georgie scene in this one. I'm like, fuck no. No kid in the world walks up to that fucking clown in the sewer and is like, yeah, I'm going to reach inside. You see that clown in the sewer and you're like, fuck you, dude. You are a fucking weirdo. I mean,
I would love that. That'd just be the end of the movie.
Like, think about the fucking...
Everyone lives.
Remember the scary clowns stalking the streets?
Yeah.
And people were worried about it? Why were they worried about it? Because they were scary clowns.
But we're not talking about reality, though, Jared. We're talking about a movie. And I don't think he... I don't think he laid it on too thick.
Yeah, his voice is very like he's almost
Yoda. Think about a cartoon clown and what they would really a clown voice would sound like.
That's what
most of them don't talk to begin with. So think about that's what a clown would sound like.
You said it though, a cartoon clown. That's my problem. He's a evil cartoon clown. Like it.
He did remind me a lot of like The Mask, like. Shit like that.
And maybe I said it wrong. I won't say he didn't do a good job. I don't like where they took Pennywise.
Well,
that being said,
he said in an interview that he did not want to even come close to what Tim Curry did.
Well, he's not Tim Curry.
He's not Tim Curry. It was
a fresh take. I mean, he did his own thing.
I'm not comparing it to. I
got you. I understand.
I didn't enjoy it.
Honestly, the first time I seen this in a theater, I kind of felt the same way, and I scored it a lot lower than what I scored it.
I did say, I was talking to somebody about it today, though. I did say, and if you're going to get into the old version, between the two, this is a way better movie, and I like Tim Curry way more. That being said,
agree.
There is no way to supplant Tim Curry's it in this movie. The aesthetic would be off. The vibe would be off. It's not. Right. I don't think Skarsgård did anything that ruins this movie.
I don't know, though, Jared.
It's just the weak point of Pennywise is the weakest point of this movie.
What started, Frank said he thought he did a good job, and then you said, that's where I disagree.
And I changed.
I think if we had...
You changed this right now?
No. I said maybe I said it wrong. I'm not saying he didn't do a good job at what he did. I didn't like what they did with Pennywise.
At all.
No, not really. I mean, it does nothing for me.
Okay.
So think about this, though.
Before you go, I'm about done making my point.
Before I go where?
Before I start saying words.
Before he cuts me off.
I've been trying to jump in this motherfucking pool for hours.
The plus I give this movie is they didn't rely on Pennywise like the old one did. They stuck much more with the forms he took, and all of the I liked all of them. I thought all of those scenes are great. He just pops in at the end of them, and then obviously the end fight. But a lot more of the horror through the big part of this is not Pennywise being Pennywise. It's the other forms, and so I still liked the movie. Pennywise is just the weakest part of it for me.
I enjoyed all the scenes where the kids were first introduced to Pennywise. I thought those were all solid. The kids are fucking great actors. They make the movie.
Yep.
Good job casting the kids. The
now-
Losers Club.
Now, whenever they go to make this next movie where they're all grown up, I might feel differently about that in comparison to the original miniseries, just because I love that cast of adult people so much. John Ritter and fucking Judge Harry. I love that shit. But they could do. I mean, the same team. It's going to be good. I have no doubt. I give this 7 out of 10. I mean, it's a good movie. Watch it. Anybody else want to give a score?
I gave it a 6 out of 10. I thought it's good. The CG's a little, but not a little too much, but not overly distracting. The kids do a great job. It's never been one of my favorite Stephen King stories. It's cool though, but I think all the extra stuff they did solid on, so I gave it a 6.
Yeah, again, it's a 2 hour and 15-minute movie, and I don't think it felt like it. I think the pace of the movie was great, and I think the thing that helped that was all the layers of all the characters of the kids.
Yeah,
that helped pace the movie along. And it's something that me and Frank talked about when we watched it. The bullies in this, the stuff that they do, like they're not that's not bullying. Like you can straight up kill someone. I mean, he's trying to
cutting the H in it.
Yeah,
he was going to smash that kid's face with a fucking rock.
With a rock.
That's like the book's pretty crazy. If I remember right, it's been fucking 7th grade since I read the book. But if I remember right, I think they all have sex with the girl, not the bullies.
That's true.
That makes sense.
That all of them. I think that's in the book.
Yeah.
We had to look at the age of
we had to check it out. Anyways. No, this looks great. I mean,
the main bully, I'll say, he was a little overdone for me. Like he's
over the top.
He'd go from 0 to hot quick. Like, hey, where are you running? Fuck it, I'm gonna cut my name in this kid.
Yeah,
like he went from just chilling to
that's
hot.
what I'm saying. Like the stuff he does is not just.
And
it's not just
they're
bullying.
all for it. They're all about it. They're all
like
right
these
there
kids
with
are going to prison.
And
for sure.
that was the other thing that I think they could have done better on, was supplanting it into the 80s. Like when you watch the old like Outsiders and how kids, the poor kids acted in the Outsiders, they threatened each other with Stand By Me. I mean, you had that kind of bullying in like the 50s idea of the movie. They didn't really update it to an 80s feel in that.
Yeah.
Which I think the book took place late 50s.
If you think about it, like Pennywise is the least of these kids' worries. They got fucking horrible parents, bullies after them all the time.
Yeah, again, they're it's coming from all directions.
Yeah, Pennywise is the least of the worries, because you're like, hey, look at that freaky, scary clown. Just don't go near him.
Listen how he sounds. He don't even sound right.
What kind
He
of?
don't sound like no clown.
Yeah, like at a distance, I would be like, that clown's obviously going to kill people. I'm going the other way.
But what was your score? Did
Problem
you rate it?
solved.
Wait, no, Jared interrupted me.
Okay, let's
I'll do that.
Again, it looks great. It sounds great. The production, I don't know how you get much better than what they did. It has everything that I want. The character development. It has a little bit of gore. I was kind of taken back from the very first scene where Georgie gets his arm
That's
ripped
probably
off.
the most gory thing.
And
It was rated R, right? Most
it's
certainly
rated
for
R.
language, at least.
It just wasn't too much for me to hate. Just besides that one freaking the painting monster, I gave it 8 out of 10.
I was really happy to see it did as well as it did, because this story isn't kind of any like subgenre horror, unless you're going to say Stephen King. But like, it's not zombie horror, it's not slasher horror. It's it's just a horror. Like it's that 80s style. Hey, let's just do some horror shit. And the fact that it made so much money kind of has me hoping that kind of 80s fuck it, let's do whatever vibe gets injected back into horror, because anything that makes $120 million in
I think
first
you're gonna
day
see
in
a
the
lot of
box office, you're going to see a lot more of it.
Yeah.
So hopefully we will have a rebirth of the beautiful fucking 80s trash horror just coming
I'm for it.
out
I'm all
of the
for
fucking
it.
walls. I took that as a good sign. So, I'm not in love with the movie, but I'm glad that everyone else is.
We're right on track.